Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as y'all know, another weekend, another month, another PLE, and Basher Berlin. Man, well, that shit was glorious. Shout out Bobby Roode. But on the real, that was a pretty solid show with a great crowd and a great atmosphere. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it, man. This is my Bash in Berlin review. The night started off strong with Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship. And I thought this was a great match to start the night. It was real grabs, it was technical. We had Kevin Owens pulling out Tiger Driver superplexes, rolling sentons off the top of the rope. They played up the Cody knee injury. I thought that was a great angle to take during this match. And of course, we all knew it was going to happen. There's three certainties in life, man: death, taxes, and Cody Rhodes retaining the WWE Undisputed Championship. But even with Cody Rhodes retaining the championship, I thought this did a great job to not only give us what we wanted, to get the crowd hyped. The crowd was into it. They were singing. They were chanting Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens back and forth pretty much the entire match. This was all in around solid. If I had to give this a rating, star system, I'd give it like a 3.5. It was a pretty solid match, a great way to open the show. They did a great job building up the knee injury, and Kevin Owens finally realizing he needed to attack it. He needed to reach into that prize fighter self, but he didn't reach too deep into that prize fighter bag because he would have hit him on that apron. He would have hit him with that power bomb through the apron, and he would have won that title. But he decided I'm gonna be nice and let him kick out of my stunner. Wah wah. But yeah, man, on the real, I'm excited to see where this feud goes. Clearly, they're setting it up for another match. Why else wouldn't they do the heel turn here if they didn't plan on having another match? Maybe at Bad Blood, maybe on a Friday night. Maybe this match is going to main event the first Friday Night SmackDown that's on USA Network again. I don't know. Either way, it was a solid match. I'm excited to see where they go with this. And right after that, more titles were on the line because the women's tag team championships were on the line. It was Jade Cargill, it was Bianca Belair, and it was Unholy Union. And once again, this is a pretty solid match. Not gonna lie, when Unholy Union came out, the crowd went mild. That was one of the only times I've seen the international crowd actually kind of be quiet. I was like, damn, that's crazy work. But anyway, it was a solid match. They'd had a great story once again with Bianca Belair. She was beating ass, you know how she is. She was beating them up, and as she was getting beat up, she was jumping them. I was watching with my girl, and she was like, "Dang, can Jade help her?" I thought that was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, because Jade was sitting there on the rope like, "Help! You see her getting her ass beat, getting jumped." But they just did it all so they can hit that Jade hot tag, and it hit. She was going crazy, and y'all already know what happened, man. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are once again the women's tag team champions. In my prediction video, I said there's two options for why this match is on pay-per-view. Either they're going to win the titles back, or there's going to be a heel turn between one of the two, and we got the first option. I'm not mad at it whatsoever. It was a solid match. The crowd went mild at first, but I will say, I mean, they were pretty hot for Bianca Belair. They were chanting EST pretty much the whole match. The Unholy Union eventually earned the crowd's respect, and they earned their intrigue, and they eventually got super into the match and made the ending that much sweeter. Yeah, we got some new champions in Berlin, baby. If I had to give this one a star rating, I'd say like three, maybe 2.5. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. It isn't anything you're gonna write home about. It's not gonna be on a best match of the year list by the end of the year, but it's a solid match with a solid crowd on a solid pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? And then next up, we once again got real graps, man. I'm not gonna lie, this might be my match of the night. It's really close between this and the Gunther match. They were both just so hard hitting, but we had CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a strap match. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I think the hidden the four corner strap match idea is kind of goofy, but the way they did it, especially at the end, I wasn't mad at it. That's probably one of the best ways you could do the goofy ass strap match touching all four corners. I prefer if they were just on the strap beating each other's ass, like I said in my prediction video. But none of that matters. It was a good match. I did think that there was one thing that was really bothering me. It was Drew McIntyre continuously winding up the chop on CM Punk. I swear, watch it again. He did it at least 6 times. At least. But other than that, I love the story going on. The story was they wanted to beat each other's ass, and it was worth it. Like, I know CM Punk said in the post conference that he's done with Drew McIntyre. If he was done with Drew McIntyre, I would be satisfied. But I do think they need a third match. I mean, they're 1-1. Why wouldn't they do a third match? Drew McIntyre is not done with CM Punk either. Like, come on now. But yeah, we had CM Punk going through a table. I mean, Drew McIntyre kind of just lifted him over the rope. He said, "There you go." Dropped him so like a baby or something, like a cat. Like it was kind of funny. But they were beating each other with a strap, choking each other out, There were table bumps, everything you could ask for. The match was getting brutal, but you could tell that they're saving some for Bad Blood when it's going to be. I need some Bladen in that match. I'm not going to lie. I need both of them leaking in that main event of Bad Blood. But yeah, the way it ended was CM Punk hitting a GTS and then touching the turnbuckle, a GTS and then touching the turnbuckle, then a GTS. That was insanely good. I'm not gonna lie. And the crowd was into it the entire way. They were clearly pro CM Punk. CM Punk looks good, man. At the beginning of the year, and especially when he first came back, you could tell he was a little tub. You know, he probably wasn't doing much, probably just walking Larry, eating donuts, chilling, watching movies. But ever since he got injured and he worked the way back, dude's looking good, man. I'm excited for the rest of CM Punk's run. And if he actually does go for the World Heavyweight Championship, him versus Gunther will be a banger. But no, we need that third Drew match first. I'm going to be honest. But yeah, man, if I had to rank this one, I'd probably give it 4 out of 5 stars. It was a really good match. If there's any match that you should watch on this pay-per-view, I'd say it's this one. Next up, we had the mixed tag match between Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, the Terror Twins, versus Judgment Day, represented by Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom and that mustache, and Liv Morgan. Once again, a solid match. I think that the ring chemistry between all 4 people was amazing. You could tell that they're friends in real life. I know I've said it before, but you really could tell. The crowd was insanely behind Rhea, insanely behind Damian. Hated Dominic. It was great to see. I mean, like, Rhea was choking him in the corner with her legs, and they were going crazy over that. Like, that's simple spot because they hate Dominic and they love Rhea. That's crazy. I mean, everybody was showing out. Liv was pulling out new moves. Damian Priest is really, like, I'm really behind Damian Priest right now. I'm not gonna lie. Him as a face is working for me. And Dominic was as heel as he always is. I was wondering how the match dynamic would work because I mean, they clearly built Damian and Rhea like way stronger than the other two. But I think the way that they had Damian getting beat up and then Liv was like low key helping, you know, ref distractions, that was perfect. The Judgment Day came out. Of course, they were going to come out. Damian Priest bulldozed JD McDonough over the announce table. That was nuts. Almost got his hands on Finn. Carlito, he's fodder, getting beat up by Rhea. That's crazy. Almost got the rip tied to Dominic, but they're saving that. I think they're going to wait for Bad Blood for that. Maybe even later than that. Who knows? Maybe we're going to get a War Games match, Judgment Day versus Terry Twins and Friends. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, man, of course. Honestly, I thought Judgment Day would win, but the Terror Twins pick up the W. And they had Rhea pin Liv. So I think that we're going to get that match at Bad Blood as well for the championship. But it was all around a solid match. Everybody got some licks in. Everybody looked good. In reality, it didn't affect much because, I mean, Liv's the champion. Dominic still left him. I mean, Finn Balor wasn't in the match who turned on Damian. So this was just like the precursor to the beginning of their feud. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if I had to rank this one, I once again go 3.5. It was a solid match. A solid showing for everybody. The crowd was super involved. It was awesome. And last, but certainly not least, we had our main event of the night. The reason the show even took place. The Ring General, the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther versus the Legend Killer, the legend himself, RKO Randy Orton. And honestly, this might be a hot take, but I prefer this match to the one at King of the Ring. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's that they were moving at a much higher pace than they were at King of the Ring. That was more slow, methodical, outsmarting each other, outwitting each other, just two masters in the ring. This one was two dudes trying to beat each other's ass. And I prefer those kind of matches. So they had me from the beginning. You know, we're going to get the Randy Orton, you know, backdrop. We even got a backdrop through the announce table. That was cool. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't, you know, he had to set up the stairs for years and years and the ref didn't count, but we're gonna ignore that. We had Randy hit Gunther with an RKO out of nowhere, which he kicked out of. Not many people kick out of the RKO nowadays. So that's how you know WWE is really high on Gunther. I don't know how I didn't mention that Ludwig Kaiser's entrance for Gunther was amazing. The crowd was super behind Gunther, which was a sight to see. I never thought I'd see Gunther get cheered, but we are in his home city, so I mean, it makes sense. They were singing Randy Orton's song. I mean, the crowd was at their peak during this match, which honestly might make this my match of the night. Not gonna lie. They were singing, they were dancing, they were doing the wave. Randy even joined them when they were doing a wave. I was like, all right. He in that old head time where he like, fuck it, I'll do it. They can't yell at me. And I like the way this match ended. We all knew Randy wasn't gonna get pinned. Having him get put in the sleeper, break out of it. Gunther pops up like Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers and puts him in it again. And Randy finally passes out. I thought that was pretty damn excellent. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And of course, at the end, the two showing respect to each other, getting the handshake in. Chef's kiss. The one night that Gunther didn't need to be a full-out heel, and I can respect that. He is a man who respects real wrestlers, So of course he would respect Randy Orton. Like that just makes perfect sense. It doesn't add a character in my opinion. But yeah, man, this was real graps. Every Gunther match is going to be real graps. You already know that. And I'm excited for where his championship run goes next, man. I have no idea who they're going to put him against next. Could be CM Punk, could be Drew McIntyre, could be someone completely random, but I'm here for it. He's going to be our world heavyweight champion at least till WrestleMania. He might lose to John Cena. I can see that. But yeah, man, another good match. I give this one 4, maybe 4.5 stars. The more I think about it, like I'm really envisioning the vibe, everything about the match, the aura of the match, and it was pretty fucking amazing. But yeah, man, that is my review of Bash in Berlin. It was a solid B tier pay-per-view. I did not think it would rank super high, but it's probably top 5 pay-per-views this year. I got no complaints about it. No bad decisions were made on this pay-per-view, in my opinion. But let me know what y'all think down below, man. Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. You already know. Another video coming this week on me. Maybe a WWE 2K game, you know. But yeah, man, I'm out. Peace.